Aitor, have you got any of your defenders back? I know you obviously only had the 3 last week. Have you got more to select from?
Just that Callum, Antonio and George have been training with the team. So I hope tomorrow right to the pitch and to find all of them again, not like last week.
Yeah, I mean obviously that will be a boost for you because you had to change the shape and I suppose players out of position last weekend.
Yeah, it was a shame when you go to the pitch when you have been working 1 week to prepare the game. The doctor 1 hour before the training session is in your office telling you that everything is okay, and you go to the pitch 10 minutes after the training session started, and you are missing 1 player, and you have to change all your shape, all your plan for an important game like Crystal Palace. It was difficult, but it's passed, and we have to keep going.
When you look at things in general, you look at the league table. This is as close as you've been to the relegation zone. When you take all that into account, you look at it like that. How tough is it going to be to stay up now this season?
I said always that it was going to be difficult since the first game, and now we are in March.
March, yeah.
So we are in March, and we are still outside the relegation position. So we are in the quarterfinals and against Man City next week. So I am in the place that I thought we were going to be. So now we have another 12-13 games in front of us. So we need to try to win. But for me, I am in the position where I thought we were going to be.
Given that, the fact that you haven't won in 9 league games, is it getting tougher and tougher week on week at the moment?
When you go to your office, when you do your best, when your staff does his best, their best, when the players do their best, and when you can't do anything more than to work harder and to try to improve and to try to move forward, you can't do more. So, and I think we are doing a lot of things. We did a step forward in the last games against West Brom, against Everton, and we played really well. And last week we had to change everything in the last minute. But again, the first half wasn't as good as we expected. But the second half, first half in that game we had more shots on target than the Crystal Palace. So it's just to keep working, and I told them after the game, the only way to survive or to fight is working harder every day.
What needs to change then? What needs to change? You just need a bit of luck to get yourself going?
To keep believing, to keep working harder, day on the pitch, in the office, because it's the only way to keep working, and if it's possible, harder every day.
When you look at the goals for and the goals against column in the Premier League, obviously you've conceded, I think it's the 4th least, which is terrific given your position, but you've scored the least as well. You stay in games, it's kept tight, you've always got a chance. As the season goes on, do you think that might need to change to try and get wins on the board?
We tried, and I think we were more offensive the last 2-3 games against Everton, West Brom. We played the other game. We had chances to score, and we didn't score. So again, at the end is the balance. And imagine if we are not scoring goals, we had conceded a lot of goals where we would be now. So we are in this position because the balance is good. So if we can't score goals, even having chances, but at least we need to not concede.
Last one from me. Adam Clayton signed his new deal yesterday. I think you've described him before as, might not be the same after this one, but I think last season you said he was the best signing you've made here. What is it that he brings to the team and the squad that makes him so vital to you?
A lot of things, but it's a good example because we are speaking about Clayton, who is an amazing lad, an amazing professional, but we can't forget that 2 years ago he was playing at Huddersfield, and not this Huddersfield. It was Huddersfield fighting to survive in Championship. And one of our key players this season is a player who was 2 years ago in Huddersfield. It means that the team, the players are improving a lot, the team are working a lot, and for that reason we are competing in Premier League against every single team.
Do you think you've transformed him from a Championship player to a Premier League player?
I don't know if it was me, but the numbers are the club, the teammates, his character, his style, I don't know, how can I say, but he wants to improve every day, he wants to play always, and that character improves you.
Aitor, how difficult are Stoke to face at the current moment, particularly at their own ground?
It's always it's difficult, which is important, but I think one important thing is that they are in a comfortable position, and we need 3 points. So we need to show them since the first minute that we want to win the game. We need 3 points, and you know, when one team is playing for nothing and another team is playing to survive, at least we have to show them that we are playing for something.
Are you happy to describe games as must-win and like finals? We spoke to Christian Stuani this week, and he was the same. Are you happy to sort of build up the importance of games like this? Is that the pressure you think the players can sort of handle and cope with?
I think it's the best way to approach every game, forgetting the other games, because it's not. I don't think it's good to try to guess how many points we're gonna take in the next 1, 2, or 3 games, because again, I think nobody expected to lose against Crystal Palace, especially after our performances against good teams like Everton, and we lost. So it's an important game. There are another 3 points, and we have to keep working.
You played Stoke on the opening game of the season. The sun was shining. It was a nice, positive performance. Obviously, lots of excitement, optimism. You were back in the Premier League. How do you think the mood is now, like amongst the club and the supporters as well?
I think we are better. We are better because we are more experienced. The last game, I think we had to learn, but again, the problem that we had last season, last week to prepare the game is going to be, I hope, is going to be the same this week. And the first game for us was important at home against a really good team, and we competed against them. So I am really positive for this game.
And the situation obviously still in your hands, as you say, you're still outside the relegation zone. If that were to change, is that the time to sort of not panic, but the alarm bells perhaps starting to ring?
No, because again, I said at the beginning of the season that we were going to be fighting till last day. So again, we will have another 12 games, and till last day it will be, and the team will be working and trying to do our best.
And just finally from me, Manchester City's result last night means you know who you're facing in the FA Cup. What did you make of their performance?
No, now Man City is not in my mind or on my table. It's just Stoke, and then on Saturday night I will start to think about Man City.
Okay, thanks.
Aitor, did you watch the FA Cup game last night? You didn't?
I was watching in the La Liga.
Ah, right. Because when Huddersfield scored first, I think perhaps players may have been hoping that they might go and cause a real upset and that you'd have Huddersfield in the next round.
Yeah, but when you have played like Man City, it was the same, not the same, but almost the same when we were winning 2-0 against Watford. They equalized, and with Gaston and Negredo and Esteban in the pitch, the game changed again. So when you have the quality on the pitch, sometimes you can surprise a good team, but it's not often.
And I suppose the good thing is that at least you'll be playing at home.
Yes, it's the main thing. All the games in the cup have been at home, so it's important because especially after the cup and after the international break, we have two important games away, so it's important to play at home.
Just finally from me, when you haven't won for a while, how difficult is it to keep believing that you can do it?
Trust in yourself. I mean, trusting myself and the players trusting themselves, because again, we know and we knew that it wasn't going to be easy, because no much players have Premier League experience. So we knew that we were gonna be fighting till the last day. We have to keep working together, and it's the only way, working together and working harder every day.
Does that come from you though? Does the confidence come from you, or does it come from inside each individual player?
I think it starts from me as a coach, because if I am the first one who goes to the pitch with my head looking at the floor, or I think they are gonna feel the same. So I am the first, because it's not about how can I say? I don't want to show them that I trust them. I trust them, so I don't need to show them, because it's easy when you trust someone. It's not you don't need to show that you trust them. So I trust them. I said always that I trust them, and it's the only way to try to trust your players, because they showed me a lot of time that I can trust them.